Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Hopefully, you all had a great weekend. It was a good weekend here. Super Bowl weekend. My wife made a spread. We got to eat and watch the game. Hopefully, your team won. Neither team was my team, but I was pulling for Kansas City. It's hard to go against Patrick Mahomes. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Just exercise another $65 call. Look at that on ARM. Man, oh man, 819%. Stock that we've definitely been talking about on this channel, primarily Ryan doing it. I think I've got something on it today. As far as the stock still to be bought. Interesting that the market is still going up and up and up and up and up. Goodness gracious. Fresh says opinion on IWM and SMH. I'll have to take a look at it. Mahomes is the man, says Bill. I agree with you. Let me get another card out here. Oh, gotta write down some of this stuff. Good afternoon, Mark. IWM. And I can say about IWM, people are just still getting in on a lot of stocks that are on the move, on the rise, that they've missed out on a lot of the move. That's what's pushing IWM. All right, that's what's pushing IWM and SMH. Okay, we'll take a look at those. Urati, glad that you're here. Ku is here today. Joey is on a PTO, so Ku is here today. He put the link in there for you guys to share. Please do. This is going to be a busy week as far as economic data. We got CPI. CPI is going to be big. And the interesting thing about the news that will be coming out this week, I'm wondering, LSCC is in my list today of stocks to take a look at. EMPH is another one. No, it's not EMPH. It's actually Generac. Nor. Are you still talking? Are you still trying to talk the market down? No, Taboola. I'm not talking the market down. The market's going up. Take advantage of it. I would not be playing but half a position in the market, though, on any stock. I wouldn't be playing anything but half a position on any stock in the current market's conditions. I'm telling you, when the market does fall, it's going to fall hard. All right. And the biggest thing is I don't want anybody to be bag holders, but NVIDIA, SMCI, a lot of AI stocks are still giving an opportunity for people to make money. Do it. And again, Taboola, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. All I'm trying to be is a realist. We got 220 people in the room. I need you guys to share the link in your sphere of influence, because I think a lot of people are going to need to know how this week's economic data is going to play out into the market. When IWM runs, it's the last leg. IWM has been running and then slowing down and been running. It's been back and forth, Akshaya. It's not been one steady run. And I still think that a lot of the IWM move is FOMO. It is. All right, what about Hood going into earnings? Rich, I've got a whole bunch of stocks in my earnings watch list for this week. Interesting about Hood, it all depends on how many people they still have, how many people they might have lost. There's nothing super innovative going on with Hood, so it is going to be based upon how many people they hold on to compared to how many people they may have lost. All right, as I'm look at all this green. Look at all this green. The market is just not showing signs that it wants to give up on anything. It is what it is. Who the heck is JFrog? Frog, never heard about it. I don't know if we've talked about it a lot. I've had my eye on it because it's been moving. I've had my eye on it. BMR is rocking, made 50% in 10 minutes. Again, folks, as you're looking at a lot of the people that are in putting in ticker symbols that have made a lot of money, I'm with Akshaya in that this could be the last hurrah before the market pulls back. But I've watched the IWM go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. I've watched the VIX show that we've got a lot of green in the market. helping to push the IWM higher as well. Green is my favorite color, says Linda. Yeah, it's my wife's favorite color too. Are you bottom fishing natural gas? It's one of my stories today, Victor. We're going to be taking a look at that as well. This feels like the March 2000 bubble. Woo! There's a lot of references going back to 2000, going back to 2007 in regards to the move in the market. And we know what happened in both those situations. Thus, the reason why I'm telling you I'm not trying to talk the market down, I just want you to know what's going on. Asa is right. Day traders are all over the market. A lot of money is being made in day trades. I know that in our jockey club, we're making money in the jockey club in our day trading room. So what can pull this market down? A hawkish Fed. That's it in a nutshell. Do you agree with me on that, everybody? Chat, do you agree with me? What can pull this market down? What can be the catalyst that pushes this market lower? I think it's the economic news. Is it time for precious metals? Not yet, Mark. Almost. And the reason why is because the dollar's still strong, Mark. The dollar is still strong, and we got a strong dollar. I think that's going to be an issue for gold or precious metals. AI taking over every job. It's not going down. You know, there's a side of me that agrees with you, Victor, but there's another side of me that AI is creating a lot of jobs as well. In order to maintain the run that AI has got going on, the innovation behind AI, it is creating a lot of jobs as well. Region banks are moving. All right. I still think that I'm in Bank D, BNKD, but regional banks are one of the places that's hot for today. We'll talk about that as well. All right. NVIDIA disappoints on earnings next week. We will see. That could be another big catalyst to push the market down. Right now, I think with the way the market is looking for some kind of catalyst to take us off this market high. All right. With that being said, let's get into what's going on in the news. UBS says S&P 500 on track to hit its bull case forecast of 5,300. We just got to go above 5,000. Is there enough steam in the market to push us up to 5,300? Do you believe that? Yes or no? Do you believe that? Do we have enough steam in the market to push? We just got over 5,000. Do we have enough steam in the market to get us up to 5,300? Yes or no? I'm in Palantir, John. I'm curious how many of you are just that optimistic. So that's Bill, that's Alfreda, that's Barry, that's Richard. That's Anytime. Wow, a lot of people. You guys are just really that optimistic. So with that being said, let's talk about this. I didn't do this. Let's go talk about this. Let's go to a graph. You honestly think that with the markets run the way that it is right now, that this is sustainable? Look at this. A beautiful level of resistance. Okay, beautiful levels of resistance. You guys really think that this is sustainable? Let's go put this on a 6-month graph. Put it on a 1-year graph. Put it on a 5-year graph. Now it's going to change. You guys think that this is sustainable? Greed is good. I don't disagree with it, but you got to temper it. All right. Are you still working USO? I think that I still do. I don't have, hold on. Let me pull off another web browser on my side. I'll tell you. Let me go look at my account. Let me go look at my, I'm really just under, do you really think that the market has, you guys are that optimistic that you really think the market has that kind of moxie right now? Let's go. Do I still have USO? I'm going to check. Yes, I am in USO. I'm up about 1/10%. I'm up about 1/10% on USO. So yes, and I still do own Palantir. I'm up 23%. I'm in Microsoft, the ETF for Microsoft. I'm up 20%. I'm still in Tesla Q. I'm up 7.5%. I still own the SQQQ. I'm down 8%, but I'm holding that. because I think that and as soon as the market starts to move down, I'm probably going to double the amount of the position on that. So that's where I'm sitting at. All right. So a lot of you are really that optimistic that we can sustain this. All right. I'm on the opposite side of the fence. I don't feel so. Fitz says, I'm using the optimism here as a towel. I've let things run, but now going to trim. I've been saying you guys shouldn't be trading, but with half a position anyway. Did you get into ARM, Jazz? I did not. I know Ryan is, but I did not. And the yield curve is still inverted. There's so much going on, folks. So much going on that, I look at the optimism in the room. It's not my job to judge. It is just my job to point out the red flags. What does half a position mean? If I've got, whatever amount of money I have in my portfolio and each one of my positions is equally weighted out, and let's say I invest $1,000 per position, in the current market, I'm going to say you should be investing $500 worth of a position. Does that make sense, Moxie? That's half of the position. That is half a position. I kept asking you since ARM was at 60. I hear you, Jazz. All right. Remember, I'm only half invested in the market. All right. So there's a lot of stocks that I could have gotten into that I was not, because I was already as invested in the market as I wanted to be. All right. So there we go. All right. Let's get back into the news. I really wanted to see where y'all's heads were. There's a lot of optimism in the room. Look, you are looking at the S&P, but look at the banks, energy, utilities, all way down. Those sectors have to catch up. Okay. I don't disagree with you on that. My thing is just not even on individual indices. I'm looking at the market as a whole. And when I looked at that graph, that market timing graph, I was looking at over 9,000 stocks, which included all of those things that you were talking about, Akshire. All right. ARM guidance should give insight to NVIDIA. ARM is a good play. I still think that AI is a good play. Talking about AI is a good play. I want to show you something else. Man, you guys got me off on the wrong side. Robo Trader portfolios. Remember, I gave you my top 10 stocks for 2024. I gave you my top 10 stocks for 2024. Where are they at? Top 10 picks for 2024. 23%. And that was since January, the first trading day in January. I think it was the 5th. What's in here? SMCI, Meta. And these were stocks that I gave you as my picks for the year. These stocks will all be held all throughout the year. All throughout the year. So SMCI, look at that. 177% since, I think it was January 5th. January 2nd. Man, this portfolio is killing it. And all I did was just give you tidbits of things that I thought had the potential to move throughout the year. That's a darn good portfolio, folks. That's a darn good portfolio. All right. All right. Let's get back into the news. Let's keep it moving. Here's the economic calendar. Tomorrow, we got core CPI. And the Fed keeps saying that inflation is coming down, and it is. I don't think it's going to get to where the Fed wants it to be, but it is coming down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But if it comes in hot, I think that could be a part catalyst. That could be a part catalyst of what the market is looking for. I don't think that the market's got the sustainability to keep moving up the way that it is. All right. Roger says, I expect a major adjustment soon, but have no idea when. But I'm not missing out by sitting on the sidelines either. Man, I have not said that you guys should be sitting on the sidelines. If nothing else, I've said that you guys should be looking at investing half positions, right? Nobody's ever heard me say throughout all of this to sit on the sidelines. Not at all. If anything, I keep saying, take what the market gives you. Take what the market gives you. All right. GFF. I'll write that down. I just started investing, trading options, not investing in stocks yet. My fear with putting what I'm making in stocks is that everything could collapse. And, you know, the beautiful thing about options is you're limited to how much you can lose no matter what the market does, right? LSCC is on my list today as well. I know it's got earnings coming out. Oh, it's today? I know it was this week. All right, what else is coming up this week? Oil inventories. I still, like I said, I'm still in USO. I'm up on it. Not by, am I up on it? I thought I said I was up on it. USO, I'm slightly up on it. All right. That's on Wednesday. Thursday, we have core retail sales. People still spending money. If people are still spending money, that's inflationary. Wages are up, not where they need to be for inflation. Totally understand that. But people are making more money. If people are still buying, that's inflationary. All right, STLA, keep my eye on that. By the time I ask for stocks, I'm not going to need any. All right, so it is a busy week today, and I think this week, I think some of these reports can definitely put a dark cloud over the market if they come in not quite where everybody expects them to be. All right. Datadog, I think, is on my earnings list. But just in case, I'm going to write it down. What about using the box for insurance? What do you mean, Joanne? I'm not sure what you're asking me. APP, using the box for insurance. Joanne says VIX. The VIX is falling. The greed factor is kicking in. People are not fearful in the market. Even with this move, people are not fearful in the market, which is very interesting. With, people were climbing the wall of worry. People should be a little fearful, but they're not, because it's, the market has gone up. So many stocks have gone up. So many IWM or lower dollar stocks or AI stocks have gone up, and they just wanted to keep it going. Feds won't hike, but just stay where they are. Interesting that I did see a story that stated that the Fed say, we're not saying that we will hike, but we're not saying that we won't hike. That kind of ambiguous talk is not what the market likes to hear. All right. It's not what the market likes to hear. But with that, I don't think that they hike. I think that the time that they had to hike, it wasn't there. They didn't do it. The VIX is up 5% today, Glenn. Yeah, it is. But look at it where compared to when the market is fearful. Let's go look at the VIX. When the market is fearful, the VIX is up to 20, right? When the market is fearful, the VIX is up to 20. Where is the VIX right now? Let me go back over here. The VIX is sitting at 13. Big jump. But look at this. The VIX has been back and forth. And you know something? The IWM is sort of kind of doing the same thing, I think. Let's go to IWM. Actually back and forth, but a little bit more to the upside. All right. There's the small cap, and then there's the VIX. The VIX is very volatile right now. Nice jump today. A little wick at the top. Nice jump today. But look at overall the VIX. If I'm looking at it from the MPI, I got no trend, and I had a little bit of trigger, but even after the trigger, the VIX is still moving down. So does China fall more rapidly with a domestic downturn? China is already in a domestic downturn. They already started cutting rates to help to spur up the economy. It was a quick little boost, but I'm not feeling China as on a rebound just quite yet. Their economy is all jacked up, and that's why they cut rates. Ours is not all jacked up like China, which is why we don't need rate cuts. All right, so that's my extra 2 cents. I got a lot of 2 cents going on today. All right, next story. Natural gas story. U.S. natural gas, nat gas price to average higher 2024 into 2025. That's going to be interesting because I'm going to take a look at natural gas. Is it time to look at natural gas? I'm not sure yet. Glenn, China hit bottom last week. Glenn, did you miss the China news? You keep telling me about China news. I'm watching the China news. I'm still not feeling China yet. I like Yang, but I need to see if Akshaya is right. And it did hit bottom. Hold on, here we go. And it did hit bottom. Then Yang would not be the play. But let's go take a look at Yang. Let's go take a look at Yang. Did it hit bottom? I'm not feeling that either, Akshaya. Not yet. I got another down day. Oh, wait a minute. That's the short side. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's moving down. Let's go put in Ying. There you go. There we go. Sigh. What's the other side of what's the other side of China ETF? Anybody? CCJ. I'm thinking about doing a video this week on uranium. I'm really seriously. I gotta find it's yin. Oh, there we go. YINN. Is it yin? Let's go see if it's on the rise. Ooh, Akshaya says it hit bottom. Well, it's trending higher. Let's go and before I start thinking about playing China to the upside, here's a swing high. I'm looking at 1809 on this ETF. I'm looking at about 1809 on this ETF before I'm positive on China. Before I got no trend on yen, I just got trigger. I need China. I need it to show me something. I need it to show me something. In order for me to start being bullish on China, Akshaya, I need to see us get above this 1809. Once that happens, that gives me a little bit more confirmation based on this higher lows. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Look at no, I'm not look. Hey, listen, I got to get through these stories, Akshaya. I got to get through these stories. Let me get through these stories. I'm going back and forth off track. I love the questions, though. Don't get me wrong. I love the questions. I don't think China is ready yet until it at least gets me past that level of resistance. All right, let's go to the next one. Interesting. And I talked about this last week. Sports betting is coming to to Twitter with BetMGM partnership. That could be huge for Twitter. All right. Everybody knows that there was so many bets made on yesterday's Super Bowl. Jake is saying, hurry up. I'm not hurrying up. Stop making me hurry up. But I need to hurry up. But stop making me hurry up. You're not the boss of me. Hold on. There we go. All right. So many stocks coming in. Goodness gracious. ARKB, FXI. I'm writing these down. No, Jake says he's the boss. You're not the boss of me. This could be big for Twitter. OpenAI swinging for the fences to reshape semiconductor supply chain. Very interesting because not only is AMD, NVIDIA, Intel, OpenAI, everybody's going after the semiconductor space. TSMC, ASML, everybody's going after their supply chain to get our dependence off of China for the semiconductor chips. So OpenAI is swinging for the fences to reshape semiconductor supply chain. We're going to take a look at that. NVIDIA expands into the custom chip design for AI and beyond. So not only is all these companies putting out the chips, but putting out more powerful chips, trying to get down below 1 nanometer chips. This space is killing it. This space is killing it. What's the ticker for X? They no longer are publicly traded. They're no longer publicly traded. They are not, because once Elon Musk bought them, he took them private. So it'll be good for X, but the big thing is MGM is getting into this space. It's not DraftKings or somebody else. It's MGM. So we are hungry hearing what you say with absorbency. I don't know how to take that. Is that good, Ocean One? I think it is. I saw on Facebook somebody said, how do you call somebody stupid? And without being, mean, said, what's the word I'm looking for? See, education's has been running after you, but you've just been too fast for it. Something along those lines. Ocean One says, we were listening. Bill says it was good. Glenn, can't see the full screen. Okay. I'm glad you said that. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I normally check those before I start, but Bitcoin just hit 50,000. That's why Riot and Mara is killing it too. Again, you all know how I feel about crypto, but they're moving. They're moving. I'm going to put both of those on. Oh, Riot is already on my list. You already gave me that. And Mara. Would I still be buying those? Stick with me. I'm going to tell you if I would still buy into those. When we look at those, I'm going to tell you what I would do with Riot and Mara right now. More AI frenzy puts NVIDIA briefly ahead of Amazon in market value. Woo-wee! That's big, right? At a record high, NVIDIA was worth $1.8 trillion market value compared to $1.81 trillion for Amazon. Look at that. That's saying something. Another $1 trillion company. All right, another $1 trillion company. What did Janice say? Janice says something. In the South, we say, bless your heart if someone is being stupid. I know. I'm in the South, so I know. Oh, bless your heart. And you sit back and go, I think that's nice. It ain't. It ain't. But you think that it is. Plugged is locked and loaded. Plug. I'm put that on the list. I'm not sure how I really feel about Plug. I know they're hydrogen play. I'm not sure how I really feel about Plug. All right. Let's go to the next. NVIDIA again is now worth one whole Tesla or more. So here's the story. NVIDIA leads the Magnificent Seven. Okay. Alphabet, blah, blah, blah. NVIDIA's $1.7 trillion market cap is the same as the China stock market. It hits, blah, 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 blah. Where is it? There it is. NVIDIA market cap is up $600 billion in the past 2 months. 2 months, $600 billion increase in market cap. Good. Googly muggly. Or one Tesla. That's the market cap, not one car. That's a big move. NVIDIA is just killing it. But at some point in time, though, Bill says Plug is a money loser. I don't know. I like the idea of hydrogen. Again, every time you say the word hydrogen, what's the next word that comes out of your mouth? Bomb. So I'm not, from a clean energy perspective. All right, let me ask this question. What do you think is the best clean energy play? What industry? All right, so I'm not going to give you the industries that I'm thinking because I don't want. What is the best clean energy play right now? With all of the clean energy plays, industry-wise, not stock-wise. What, okay, and Akshaya is right where I wanted you to be. I didn't want the stock, but I wanted nuclear. I think it's nuclear. Natural gas, I think is good as well. But I think nuclear, electrical is not the best clean energy because where do you get your electrical from, Dan? Coal still. Solar, I like, but I like nuclear energy better. All right, hydrogen, woo, there you go. I knew somebody was going to say hydrogen. I knew someone was going to say, I don't think that it's safe enough yet, Lee. That's the problem. I don't think that it's safe enough yet. Is natural gas good for bottom fishing? I haven't looked at natural gas, but there's a story coming up. Hold on. Where is it? Pfizer. I had a natural, didn't I just do a natural? Oh, I did right here. There's the natural gas. Natural gas price to average higher 2024 into 2025. That could be a shot for natural gas, but we're going to take a look. All right, we did NVIDIA. Here's a stock that's moving. I've seen this come up more than once. LAES announces groundbreaking entry into the AI chip market with advanced AI and Internet of Things. I want to show you how much money that they're putting into this. Hold on. Where is it? I think it was putting $7 trillion. How come I can't find it? Can you see the whole story? Hold on. Yeah, you can see the whole story. It's built on a robust foundation of semiconductors, smart sensors, Internet of Things. There was a part of the story. They're putting $7 trillion, $7 trillion behind this. That's a lot of freaking money. I wasn't sure if that number was right, but hold on. Expensive, which currently includes $1.6 billion semiconductors. Where is that number? Where is the number? Now I got to go find it. So let me take the $7 trillion off. Let me take the $7 trillion off. ACMR, are they in the same segment as LAES? I don't know. ACMR, I'll find out. ACM, I swore that I saw a $7 trillion number. But now I think about it, that's a lot of freaking money. That's a lot of money. So I'm going to take that off the table. Could have been a different story, nonetheless. All right. I will confirm that. But LAES is on my list today. Pfizer. Did you see the Pfizer commercial in the Super Bowl yesterday? I was like, Pfizer got a commercial. And they're going after cancer. I think that any company that goes after cancer is a good company to keep your eyes on. So Pfizer's in it because I don't think they're making anywhere near the money they were making through COVID with the vaccine. They've got to find something else in the pipeline, and growth following its recent acquisition of cancer drug maker Seagen. So a lot of these drug companies are going to keep getting bigger and buying up a lot of these smaller companies that have something specific in their pipeline that can help Pfizer. And then talking about that as well, BioXcel climbs on FDA fast track designation for prostate cancer therapy. The interesting thing, John says, ACMR and LAES are in the same industry group, but not sure how close they are in the same vertical. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Linda says the same thing that I just read. Acquisition strengthened PEFE's portfolio of cancer drugs by adding a class of ADC. So, wow, Hickey, you know something? I put that up there. Great video on Disney, by the way. I saw, by the way of the views, that a lot of you didn't give a flying flip about Disney. Note to self, I ain't never doing another video on Disney. I'm just saying, I'm not doing another video on Disney. It was clear to see. It was clear to see that a lot of you were not big on the Disney video. And that's fine. That is fine. I'm okay. I just put a note to self. I'm not doing another video on Disney right now. So, I looked at the views, and the views were nothing like any of our other views that we've done. Janice says 9,000 other stocks besides Disney. I know. I know, Corey, I totally feel you. I totally feel you. I was like, all right, you live and you learn. All right, you live and you learn. So I almost got 1,000 views on it, which for me, that was a lot lower than I expected. But I understand. But I definitely understand. All right. So note to self, from Glenn, no more Disney. All right. So, excuse me, two stocks to keep in mind. Excuse me. Two stocks to keep in mind as it comes down to cancer. All right. So hope Disney goes to zero. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not doing that. Last thing was the earnings. Earnings coming up for this week. A lot of somebody was talking about Datadog. Datadog is going tomorrow. What's going tonight? Today, Starbulk, Waste Management. So I put a lot of the bigger known stocks into a watch list. All right, and we'll take a look at that. So those are all my stories. Let's get back into the software. Get back into the software graphs that we were looking at again. I'm thinking about being bullish on China. Let's break through this level. If we can break through this level of resistance of 1809, then I probably would think about putting on a yen trade. But Again, what's helping their market go back up right now is the cutting of the rates. Glenn, do you think PCI will be better? I don't know. You know, why you ask me that? You know I don't like to predict. You know I don't like to predict. But I don't know. I honestly think, all right, I honestly think that if the news is not so good, it will be the entree into a correction. Do you agree with that or not? Akshaya says, Glenn, show the 2 drugs getting approved. I'll put them up there and there on my list. All right. Does anybody agree with that? I think that the market is looking for some kind of catalyst to go down. I saw a lot of optimistic people stating that the market still has legs to move up. I think theoretically, I think realistically, it ain't there. I don't know. What does not so good mean? That it comes in hot. That inflation comes in hot. Hotter than expected. All right. I guess that's the best way for me to answer the question, Deborah. You've been predicting a pullback and a correction for 2 weeks now. Nothing yet. Yeah, you know me. I can't ever tell you when, but Corey, looking at the market, looking at our MTI, it's not at 1.5 yet, but looking at the market, Corey, does it not make sense? As the market was moving, our indicators were showing a bearish divergence. So Corey, just looking at what's going on in the market, just on paper, does it not make sense, Corey? Now, I don't know when it's going to happen. All I'm doing is preparing you. The preparation is better than not preparing you, right, Corey? I guess that's the way I look at it. The preparation is better than not telling you, and you get blindsided. I don't want none of you to be blindsided. All right? I don't want none of you to be blindsided. So predicting when is correct twice a day. I hear you. If you don't have a quick trigger, there may be too many at the door trying to get out. Corey's thinking about it. Inflation is already hot. They just report the rate of change from last year. Yeah, I know. But now what happens if it's still hotter? All right. So, let me get to my viewers. Let's get to the afternoon. Mondays. There we go. Go to the big news stocks. You wanted to know about the 2 stocks that are FDA approved. What is it? BTAI and Pfizer. Those are the 2. Glenn has not been predicting a pullback. VectorVest has. I like that better. Tom. Absolutely. I'm just a guy. I tell you that all the time. I'm just a guy. I am. I'm just a guy using the VectorVest software. I always run with the bulls and pump Lona. It's safer that way, says Tabula. I'm keeping all my stops tight. Better to get out early than too late. All I've been saying is that none of you should be investing with full positions right now. All right. But here's the 2 stocks. There's Pfizer and BTAI. Way overvalued on BTAI, but look at the nice move on the news on the FDA fast track. And it's a sell recommendation. NVIDIA it just keeps on going. All right, Microsoft with OpenAI down today. MGM going with Twitter. LNG. I'm going to take a look at these real quick. Right click, view the stock graph. Let's go pull these up. There's NVIDIA. Would I still buy NVIDIA? Let me answer that. I told you I would answer that, right? Answer to your question is yep. Would I still buy it? But what is my way of getting out of these stocks? You guys have heard me say it on more than one occasion with a stock like this. How do I manage this stock to get out of it? Somebody type it in the room. There's one way, end of day, that I would track this stock. Anybody? Nope. It's not the 3-8 cross. Nope. It's not the 20 EMA. Mark says he's not listening. You better be listening, Mark. Nope. There's one thing that I've been saying by looking at the end of day candles. What would I be using on the end of day candles? Anybody? Do you guys never listen? Do you guys listen? There you go. Linda, when the end of day trading of that day is below the prior day's what, Linda? The prior day's low. Lower than the prior day's low. All right, there you go. And you know something on a stock like this that just keeps on moving? Notice that no candle is lower than the prior day's low. That's a beautiful place. Look at right here, though. Ooh. Let me zoom in. What was the closing price on this day? 610.31. What was the low? Nope. And it was lower. It was lower than the low. 610.31. Nope. It was higher than the low. All right, the low was 608.50. And the close of this day was still higher than the low. I love that idea for any of these stocks. Matt says, can I draw it? No. But aren't you getting out too early? Thomas says, notice that none of these stocks, with the exception right here, we did close lower. But you know something? Would I rather take this profit, not knowing that this could still keep going on? That the choice is yours. The choice is yours. And Mark actually is in that same camp with you, probably, that I could be closing out too early. Let's go look at Microsoft. That was lower than the low, but the market still keeps moving higher. I am of the mindset I would rather you take some of this profit off the table. You don't know that this is going to keep on, that this is going to keep going. Jake says stay in it. Then stay in it. It's up to you. You know, partial profit on NVIDIA, okay with that. MGM. So the gas, the natural gas, not ready yet. Still falling. A lot of wick on today's candle, too. A lot of wick on today's candle. Made the news. Wow, Pfizer. I do like to move up, but look at the big wick. A lot of selling pressure. I got trigger, but no trend. I'd keep my eye on that. That's a shooting star. I got to see what happens the next day. LAES. Gosh, it's falling. All right, a little bit of volatility in the stock, but falling. I'd be careful with it right now. BTAI, this is a FDA story. Gap down on Friday, a little bit of a rebound today. I needed to get out of its own way. All right, so those are the stocks from this week. PFE pisses me off, says Linda. Well, don't let it piss you off. But isn't that the power of the 3 and the 8, says Tom? So Tom, you noticed I looked at all of these stocks on the NPI or near perfect indicator. I like that. But let's graph these all again. What time is it? Gosh, I'm always late. Graph layouts. Where's my layout for the 3 and the 8? Where is it? There it is. I can still use that if I want to. There's the 3 and the 8, keeping you out of the prior day's low. The 3 and the 8 is strong. I like trading it off the prior day's low because it gets me out a little faster. Even here, we would have gotten out here, but the 3 and the 8 still held, keeping you in it. So the choice is yours. The choice is yours. The 3 and the 8 does a great job telling me no, telling me, whoo-wee, watch the candle. That's telling me no. That's telling me no. So I like the NPI. I love the 3 and the 8. I like them both. And depending on that, somebody asked me the question, when would you use each other? It depends on what I'm looking for right now. If I'm looking for entry, I like the 3 and the 8 to get me in. Once I'm in it, then I can move over to the NPI to keep me in or get out early with the 5-day crossing below the 40 on RT. You don't like Meta? Is Meta in my list? No. Meta's killing it too. META. SMCI is about 72% over the 50-day moving and about 50% over the 20. It's overextended, but it's moving. All right. What else do I have? I talked about the earnings this week. Here's my list of all of the earnings coming up. I would sort this by relative safety. Which stocks have the best ability to meet or exceed earnings? Those are the stocks that I would say have the best chance of beating. But even if they do beat on earnings, it all depends on what happens with revenues, and it all depends on what happens with guidance, forward guidance. I got no indicator for forward guidance. Anyone know the Bill O'Neill rule to see the stock when it's X amount over the 50-day? I do not know. Amazon, I'll write that down. All right. Let me see where the money's moving today. And Akshaya, you're going to love this. Where's the money going today? These are indices for just about every aspect of the market. Look at that, Akshaya. Regional banks up 2% today. So all of these indices pretty much cover, I think, some of everything that's out there in the market. There's uranium up a little bit today. So copper is on the move. Gold is on the move. Energy is on the move. Materials, utilities, financial. That's where the money's going today. All right. Where's the money not going? Natural gas. Even though I just talked about the story with natural gas having some good upside. The story says it's going to have some good upside to 2024 going into 2025. Today, the money ain't going there. Gold is not going there. Healthcare, no. Brent oil, no. Real estate, no. All right, so I like being able to see where the money is going in all of the live streams that I have this in, just on a day like today. Here's some fish for you, the MPI one-day optionable. These are crossing over the last 1 day, and they're all optionable. So if you don't want to spend the outright money, these are relatively low dollar stocks. They're all these stocks are below $10, but they're all optionable, which even leverages your money more. But all of these have hit the criteria. This is me giving you fish. All of these have hit the criteria of the MPI one-day crossing, MPI Enhanced, which uses CI. All right. You have both of the, you don't have this search, the optionable one. I created this search for the optionable, but the MPI Enhanced, look at this, more fish. How many of you like the fish? Well, let me ask this question. How many of you have made money off of some of the fish that I've given you? Just type a 1. How many of you have made some money off of the fish that I've given to you? Type a 1. All right. I'm all about trying to bring something to the table for you guys. Stuff that you may not know about, but stuff that I cherry pick for you. I see the ones coming in. That's what I'm talking about. I see the ones coming in, folks. You take the information and go with it as you may. All right. But love the fish, says Greg. I try to give you some. I do try to give you some. ARM is up 25%. Look at that. And that's off the MPI Enhance. Way overvalued, though. Not fundamentally sound, but just rocking. Lifestyle Coach says, I've been scared. It's okay. It's all right. You know something, Lifestyle Coach? It's all about gaining confidence in the stuff that we're giving you. That's it. That's it. See a few people talking about Palantir. I've been talking about Palantir, and it's been a tough play. I'll be the first to admit it. It's been a tough play. Somebody wanted to look at CleanSpark. How about it was on the MPI Enhanced list as well, up 14%. Up 14%. All right. Here's my picks for you. These are my personal picks for you. Let's go whale hunting. Oh, gosh. Stop being greedy, Jazz. All right. Here's my picks for you. Anytime I give you picks, for the most part, there are going to be fundamentally sound. All right. So these stocks not only are going up, but they are good upside potential, good relative safety, and RT. Look at these VSTs and CIs, and they're all buys. All right, Meta, somebody said you don't like Meta. Meta made my list of one of my cherry picks for you. How about that? This is these are Glenn's picks. These are fish for you as well. Meta made my list. All right, the multi-bagger. Let's go look at the multi-bagger. Multi-bagger search up 3%. Nothing's multi-bagging though, but up 3% overall. Multi-bagger 2, this was my tweak. Not doing nearly as good. Not doing nearly as good, but the majority of the stocks are making money. All right. Where is my midday market update? Let me see how y'all's portfolio looks. Look at that. 1.79%. Gotta love that. You guys are making some money in your portfolio. That's a good thing. All right. before we go back and see if we can put some more stocks in here. Safe and sound stocks making me more money. That was another search strategy we did. Glenn Tompkins, the secret tartar sauce for my fish fry. Ugh, I hate tartar sauce. Blech. I don't. Blech. That's all I got to say. Uncle Glenn, how about Deck, Lilly, and Now? Hold on. Let's go to weekly customer picks. Don't give me any stocks. You gave me enough in the chat. Don't put stocks in here. Don't put stocks in here. What did you just say? No. What? I just saw it. Where's Amir's? Oh, Deck. Wow, why is it taking me this time? Lilly and ServiceNow. Why is it taking this long for my watch list to open up? What just happened in the software? Oh, there we go. All right. Don't give me, I don't need any stocks. I got more than enough stocks for, no. What did I just say? Did you not hear me say what I said? Don't put up any stocks. You're going to see a lot of the stocks that you put into the room. I'm already typing them in. So stop putting stocks in. LSCC, Corey, stop. I'm not going to listen to you, Corey. ENPH, GCT, Frog, BMR, GF. Oh, crud. GF, is it GFE? No. GFC? It was my handwriting. Oh, GC, no, GFF? GFF, okay. STLA. That's Stellantis, yeah. D-Dog, AAP, CCJ, ARKB, FXI, Mara, Clean Spark, Plug, GRBK, ACMR, Meta, Amazon, Decker. I put those in there already. Or did I? Did I not put Decker and all that in here? Find out real quick. I did not. So Deck, LLY, and Now. All right. All right. So here's, wow. What's up? What is that? 1,000%? Oh, I got to check the news on that. What the heck happened with them? Beamer and NVIDIA team up to accelerate the adoption of the newest video standard. Oh, this is coming out of Israel. A leader in video optimization technologies. What? What? Do I want that stock? All right, let's go look at these graphs. Let's go look at these graphs. Let's go see if any of these are stocks that you want to put into your all's portfolio. Hell no. I'm not putting that in there. I'm not touching that. Anybody want that in y'all's portfolio? Yes or no? Anybody y'all want that in y'all's portfolio? Yes or no? Ooh-wee. Yeah, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. That's big news. Of course, y'all, how many of y'all that greedy? Look at the profit taken on that. I'm not touching that. This is MC Hammer. You can't touch that. All right, let's go to the next slide. We got to do this quick because we're going to go over time. Clean Spark. Yes or no? I like the 3 and the 8, the 20, the volume. I'm watching RT fall, though. I'm watching RT fall. You got to put the ticker symbol in yes or no. Put the ticker symbol in yes or no. Are y'all listening? Put ticker symbol and then yes or no. Yes, yes, no. I know that there's a delay. I got 2 yeses and 1 no. 3 yeses. No, I got the no's coming in. All right. I got to keep moving. Dang it. I was going to put it. I got to keep moving. All right. Next one. Mara, yes or no? Mara, yes or no? Corey says, I'm not touching anything today. I like what I have. I'm here for the entertainment purposes only. Plus, you're eating lunch. Mara, yes or no? Interesting. It's got a level of resistance up here. Cool, you got to help me out. What do you think? Yes or no, Cool? You got to help me. Looking at the chat that's coming in, you see a majority of yes or no, Cool?
Let me check here real quick. I'm going to put a poll up.
No, because then it'll take too long for all of them.
The majority of kind of mixed.
I know. If I can't get enough, yes or no, definite answer, I'm going to go to the next one. All right? I'm going to go to the next one. Goodness, great. GCT, put the ticker symbol in yes or no. Ticker symbol in yes or no. Mara, no. Okay. GCT, poison fish, says Lou. Only if crypto is your thing. Clean Spark, GCT, yes. I got more yeses. All right, let's go with GCT. Put this in the portfolios. Do we have GCT in here? We do not. Edit. Turn this off. Let's go add GCT. Get the price. $1,000. Apply. All right, so we got GCT in there. All right, next one. ACMR, yes or no? The 3 to 8 cross, it just went above the 20 as well. ACMR, yes or no? Mara, potentially if you get a good... I'm not a big fan of... Why is my phone ringing? Why do people call me when I'm doing a webcast? ACMR, yes, doubled EPS in value. No, yes, no, yes. No, sigh. Cool, yes or no? By way of the chat. I'm mixed.
No, more.
You got more no's?
No.
Okay. All right, next one. ENPH, yes or no? I got a solid level of resistance here and a solid level of resistance here. Volume is okay. Went above RT. ENPH, yes or no? ENPH, yes or no? No. One yes, more no's. Okay. Next one. Plug, yes or no? Plug, yes or no? The 3 and the 8, I like coming off of this level of resistance holding. I do like that. Plug no, plug yes, no. Yes, no. I got no.
Yeah, more no's.
I got more no's. Okay. Next one. I don't know how many of us like, what's her name? Kathy? ARC B, yes or no? ARC B, yes or no? That's my Star Trek song. I got more no's. All right. Next one. Wow, GRBK. I like the bottom left. Top right, new high over the last 3 months. GRBK, yes or no? Kathy could be your guest speaker. If she, I would listen to some. I would listen to somebody come across. GRBK, looks like we got yes. All right, GRBK, add trade. GRBK. Get the price. $1,000. Apply. GRBK is in your portfolio. All right. Next one. We got to get through these. Holy smokes. LSCC. I do like, you know what I want? I need confirmation tomorrow. I like that it broke through a nice level of resistance. I need confirmation tomorrow. You agree with that with LSCC? I'm not ready to take it. Not only that, the stock's price went up, breaking through resistance, volume went down. I'm not ready to take it. I like the move. I like that it broke through. I need confirmation before I buy it. I need confirmation. You guys agree with me? Too much gapiosity. Earnings is today. Where's relative safety? 1.16 relative value. Fundamentally sound. Where's earnings? Now, this is for any of you who are looking to get into it before earnings. Earnings per share. Earnings is rising over the last 3 months. It tells me that it's in the semiconductor. It's probably going to beat. Based upon what I see, it probably is going to beat. It's going to be forward guidance, but I really want to see confirmation tomorrow. All right, next one. App. Big wick at the top. The 3, the 8, and the 20 all look good. Rising. I needed to break through that, break above that level of resistance. Glenn, I think going back more than 3 months would be better. Really? Is that going to help me for now? That's the big, I'll go back 6 months. All right, better yet, I'll go back a year. All right. Now, even going back a year and I see all of this, does that help me for now? That's the reason why I look at 1 quarter, John. That's why I look at 1 quarter. That's exactly, this is great. But what I'm worried about is the now. Does that make sense, John? That's why I'm waiting. And the earnings per share, even in 3 months, looks good. But I'm looking for the now. I'm looking for the now. Cool. We got more yeses or no. I looked at it for a year. I was in it, and I like that. That's beautiful.
We got a little bit more kind of mixed right now.
So if it's mixed, it's not enough. I told you, it's got to stand out. FXI, no. I got a solid level of resistance right here. It needs to break out, touch 1, 2, about to touch it the 3rd time. I'm going to say no on FXI. I'm going to say no on FXI. Again, you want the stock to go in or not, I need to see it in the chat. I need to see it in the chat. I need to see it relatively quickly. I'm going to say no on FXI. I want to see if you follow behind. I want to see if you follow behind. When RT goes over 1, RT is moving up. I do like the rise, but it is not above 1. I'm with the, I'm going to say no on FXI. IWM. They're moving. This is Russell 2000. Do you want to buy into that? You want to buy into that index? Yes or no? IWM, yes or no? IWM, yes or no? The 3, the 8, and the 20. It's got to go over this level of resistance, though. I got no. John says yes. Singh says yes. But I got more no's so far. Another yes. Another yes. Going once, twice, more no's. Okay. Next one. Meta. Was that an earnings play? Most likely. Yep, earnings. You know something? It jumped up, got a level of support right at the gap. The 3, the 8, and the 20 all look good. Yes or no on Meta? Yes or no on Meta? Meta, no. Okay. Meta, yes. Oh my gosh, why are you people typing so slow? So slow! I got more yeses on Meta. I got more yeses on Meta. Do I have it? I do not. Let's go with Meta. META. Get the price. All right, we got Meta. We got to blow through these rests, though. D-Dog, Datadog, they report. Where's RS? Right at 1. RV, ooh, look at earnings. Ah, I do like the move. Oh, they got a report and they're right at resistance. Yes or no on D-Dog? Yes or no on D-Dog? You know, it's coming right in at earnings. I would wait. Let's go see. I got yes, no, yes. Not until after earnings. Yes, yes. Wait, yes. I got more yeses.
More yes.
I got more yeses. All right. Y'all got some cojones. It's going right into earnings. Right into earnings. All right, we got D-Dog. That's a risky play, folks. You do know that. That's a risky play. All right. Wow. I'm taking that. I don't care what you say. How about that? I don't care what none of you say. I'm taking that. You ain't got to type yes or no. All right? You ain't got to even type yes or no. I'm taking that. Get the price. I'm not even listening to none of you. Nope. Not a one. I'm not listening. Nope. No, I told you I wasn't listening to you on that. But Glenn, you bought Palantir before earnings. Ooh, that's a different story. I knew about what was going on with Palantir. I know. I did my homework on Palantir. I've been in and out of Palantir. I knew that going into that quarter, they had beat 2 or 3 times in a row. Different story. I can say yes or no on a stock that I've done my homework on and I've actively tracked. Remember, these are your picks. These are your picks. So I don't know the news and the stories behind them, Tabula. So there's a little difference there. All right. Decker Outdoors, yes or no? Love the earnings. Where's relative safety? 1.4, fundamentally sound stock. That level of the gap is holding. Give us an earnings play like Palantir. It's got to be a stock that I know of, Noor. It's got to be a stock that I know of, like an Apple or something like that. A lot of yeses on Decker. Okay, I got more yeses, VP. I got Decker in here. Nope. Let's go to Deck. DECK. Dude, let's get the price. $1,000. Apply. Good. All right. I know Q doesn't have a T time. Oh, did I have Decker in there? I didn't have Decker. Did I really have Decker in there? No. Today, I only got 2 shares. No, I didn't have it. Man, I got scared. I was like, I just looked to see, make sure. Let me put these alphabetically. All right. Next one. Ooh, Stellantis. And they bumped up dividend. For a minute, can you display your chart parameters? You are overlaying a few parameters at the bottom of the screen. I just put a couple of more on here, especially knowing that some of these stocks are coming up on earnings. I have earnings and dividends at the bottom. All right. Earnings play on NVIDIA. NVIDIA is next week, right? NVIDIA is next week. I like NVIDIA going into earnings. It's another one that I like going into earnings. It all depends on forward guidance. Even with Palantir, I took a gamble or a chance with forward guidance. NVIDIA I like as an earnings play. Yeah, NVIDIA I like. Thank you. 2 people put out that it's coming out on the 21st. I like NVIDIA as an earnings play. All right. And do I still have it? I do not have NVIDIA. And I might go into NVIDIA the day before. I might. As long as I can remember, I might. Glenn, how do you get an average volume on the graph? You go over to where it says volume. Oops. Right click on volume, and that's where I add my moving average of volume. That's where I add my moving average of volume. All right. So I have volume up here. I right click on it to add a moving average of volume. And this is a simple moving average of volume. All right, let me get through these stocks. GFF. You know me, no matter how good a stock is, I will never tell you to buy it on a down day. Never tell you to buy it on a down day. Ever, 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 ever. All right. So I do like NVIDIA. I'm probably, as long as I can remember, I will probably buy into the NVIDIA ETF prior to earnings. I think you need to remind everyone to like. Oh, nobody's liking? What the flying flip? Folks, I'm giving y'all lots of fish. Where's my likes? How do I know how many likes I got today? Cool. I don't think we got it. Did you break it? I think who broke it? Sigh. It's all right. I don't know why I can't see. Oh, I got 89 likes. Really? That's fine. It's all right. I'm looking at y'all stocks, spending all this time looking at y'all stocks. I can't get 100 likes. It's all right. Amazon, same scenario. I like the graph. I like the earnings. I'm never going to buy on a down day. I'm never going to buy on a down day. I just now got Palantir, $25 a share. Wish me luck. Lifestyle, just be careful with it. All right. No more voting on stocks unless you hit the thumbs up. I like that. If I don't get 100 likes, we're not voting on stocks. I'll make the decision. You know something? I'm going to start doing that from the onset. If I don't get 100 likes, I'm going to make the decisions on the stock. You won't have a chance to vote. I like that. Thank you, Janice. Going forward, if I can't get 100 likes before we look at your stocks, I'm going to make the decision on your stocks. Okay. Janice, I just now made you my number 2. Huh? I know we got 100. Yeah. I just made you my number 2. Janice is my number 2 in the room. Thank you, Janice. That was a great idea. That was the NVIDIA ETF. I forget. NVDA. Is that it? No. There it is. NVDU. I think it's U. That's the bullish one. NVDU. NVDU. Who's number 1? I'm number 1. I'm number 1. All right. NVDL is another one. Thank you, Haas. Who you ask who's number 1? Whose room is this? Oh my God. Whose room is this? Who's number 1? Me. Sigh. But Janice is going to be now my number 2. Thank you, Janice. And now I got 105 likes. Now, you really want, something I told you, I got to probably do a video on uranium. I got to find out what's going on with uranium, but I wouldn't touch this right now. NVDL is leverage. Thank you, Ocean One. Thank you, Ocean One. But I think that I am probably going to get into the NVIDIA ETF prior to earnings. 21st. But yeah, I got to remember. All right. Lily, again, I like the stock, down day. I like the stock, down day. Roger, we've been looking at stocks. I'm not taking that one. Are we almost done? We are. Now, I like the stock, not taking a down day. Love the earnings per share. If you're already in the stock, leave it alone. The 3 and the 8 say leave it alone. The 3 and the 8, and the same thing that was on Now, that's on Eli Lilly, leave it alone. Leave it alone if you're in it. If you're not in it, I'd wait for an up day. And the last one is Frog. Again, I like the graph. Oh, I'm not feeling today's candle. I'm not feeling today's candle. Can I be number 3? Nat, you want to be number 3? You could be number 3. All right, Nat is number 3. Janice is number 2. Whew. All right, I'm done. Man, that was a lot of work. I'm starting to sweat. Glenn is number 2. His missus is number 1. That's at home. That's at home. Don't even try to get me into that conversation. Oh, no. That's all 2 totally different scenarios. Whoa. That's 2 totally different scenarios. Believe you me. Ooh-wee. Put some sweat beads on my head. Mm-mm. All right. I think I'm done for today. Cool. Put me on my last screen. Thank you for being here today, Cool. Joey had a much-deserved PTO day off. Ooh, we had over 200 people in the room. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Not mentioning, are you cussing in the rankings? I'm not sure what that is. Now your phone going to start ringing again. Hey, y'all have a great afternoon. Number 2, we got 112 likes. There we go. Lifestyle says, loves your energy. And I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. I told you my grandbaby got me sick. My little 9-year-old, little sweet, little precious little baby girl got me sick. That's all right. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Happy that I was still able to bring the energy. All right. Happy that, Joey, thank you, Tabula. Happy that I was still able to bring the SMCI is not stopping. I know. Put me back in real quick, Koo. SMCI, when I take. Oh, hold on. I think it's, let me put it, it's on program.
Yeah.
Okay. SMCI, when I still buy it, 3 months. What don't I like about it? What don't I like about it? Earnings is there. What don't I like about it? It's the volume. It's the volume. But the stock is moving. So now, 3 and 8, prior day's low. Prior day's low would do, or the 3 and 8 would do a great job if you're going to buy into it. Is it too late? It's an up day. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. But end of day, look at the 3-8. End of day, look at to see if the candle is closing lower than the prior day's low. Average volume is pretty much, and I love the earnings. And the RT is good. So I'm playing the graph, I'm playing price structure, 12 cents higher than the high. All right. Aside from requiring therapy, you're now causing Joey to use his PTO. I don't want to be nobody's number 2. That's nasty. Hush up, you 12. Hush. Sigh. The buy and sell are too far apart. I'm just looking at this. If I were to buy it 12 cents higher than the high, I would either use the 3 and 8 or closing lower than the prior day's low. All right. Now I can go. Hold on. Where is it that one? Yeah. Stop asking questions. I'm almost 20 minutes over. If Joey was here, I'd be hearing, nah. He sounds just like that. No, Joey's not here today. But he would be on, I got a tea time and I got a cow. That's what Joey would be sounding like. I do love Joey, though. I do. Joey and Koo for president and VP with vision. Vote early, vote often. Sigh. I don't know how my producers get to go for president and I don't. And how does that happen? How both of my producers get voted for president and I don't? Go figure. All right, I got to go, folks. Be in tune with the 6 p.m. video tonight. I'll give my top 5 picks or my top weekly picks for both the U.S. and Canada. All right, so make sure you tune in 6 p.m. video. Actually, tune in tonight to see how the top 5 picks worked from last week. You'll be pleasantly surprised. All right, and for those of you like live, who said they were nervous about taking the picks that we give out, I think tonight's video will give you a little bit more confidence. All right. So with that being said, adios, arrivederci. Ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii, praying for all the peeps in Israel as well. Bom dia, odabu, shalom, namaste, yasu. Till next time, folks. See ya. Bye.